Growing up in a small town, I learned that connections go beyond blood. They're built through shared experiences, friendships, and the moments we celebrate together.
Actually, it wasn't, because
Okay.
going to high school there, only the rough girls dated Navy guys. But then Howard came along, and he was a college graduate and an officer.
Okay.
That I hadn't really thought about that.
Okay. And you've been married now for how long?
52 years. He's
Sure.
an entrepreneur and a master of many different things. We went to some Lehi football games, and it was like, whoa, this is like a community here. It's
Yeah.
not just a high school, it's a community, and it has been, I recommend it. Live next door to your daughter. Yeah, growing up on Whidbey Island was wonderful, and I had really, really good parents that were converts to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
And I think no matter how old you get, when I drive back to Washington, as soon as I head over those mountains and down into that northwest area, and
Yeah.
the trees are big and green,
Yeah.
I just get this feeling in my soul. I'm home. And it's
Yeah.
been years since I lived there. It's always stayed in the back of my mind while I had 8 children and was a stay-at-home mom and a PTA
Yeah.
president and
Yeah.
a mother and all those things you do, and I loved it. I was very grateful for those years. So I feel like I've had the best of 2 worlds. Every mom is somewhat of a nurse.
Right, yeah.
Every scrape, every bruise, every ear infection, you've got to be on top of it. The families are a huge part of it, and you just give them all of your love, basically, because you just want to take care of them, and you want to take care of the families, and you want to be there for the families and answer their questions and help them. And you realize how important that is to getting that drug on the market. These things need to be out there. You get home and you don't feel well, and you look at that chemotherapy drug and you think, if I take this, I'm going to feel sick.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll skip it today,
Sure.
which is not good.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, you need it to get better, actually. Yeah. There's no life experience
so I
there.
would highly say, if you want to go back and you're anywhere from 40 to 90, go for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You'll do great.
But the reality is they both want to be moms first
Yeah.
and foremost.
And it's nice because I wanted to go farther, get a nurse practitioner degree, and there's a lot of places you can go as a nurse into administration or into a lot of leadership or
Yeah.
training or teaching. So there's just so many ways you can do life. Take each moment, take each hiccup in the road, take each hill you've got to climb, and just know that it'll all work out. As long as you get good advice, walk the road you've been given with all its challenges and potholes and everything else, and just have trust it's going to work out. God has your back. And I worried way too much and fretted and had sleepless nights, and I really appreciated that I could look at my kids and say, hey, you need a new pair of shoes. Tomorrow we'll pick you up from school and we'll get them, instead of thinking,
Yeah.
ooh, how am I going to do that? And I want to take care of my family. So
Yeah.
they're all upright citizens with good, steady jobs.
Yeah.
So then we developed a program where each clan, so to speak, would have, first of all, we went over and we found out that there are no glucose monitors. So these people are on insulin with no way to monitor their blood sugar. When the church does humanitarian efforts,
Yeah.
their creed, so to speak, is they take care of the whole island or
Okay.
the whole community. They don't single out the LDS population and say, okay, we're going to take care of you. We've got
Yeah.
foodstuffs we're going to give you. So that's the way it was in Samoa and Tonga. Our plan was for the whole village. They become part of you. I had my phone was red,
Uh-huh.
so we always referred to it as the red phone. And it was the phone that they could call anytime, day or night. They did. But I serve a mission one day a week for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Salt Lake at the Senior Missionary Services. So
Okay.
I review all the senior, not all, because there's a couple of us,
Yeah.
but I review senior missionaries' medical forms, because the church is very concerned that they don't send you somewhere where you can't get the medicine that you need.
Which they say a lot of revelation is information, right? And so you're
Yeah,
supplying that
absolutely.
information.
I really make sure that we don't bring anything into our home, whether it's a television show or books or magazines or anything that would not allow the Spirit to be in our home. Yes, I think that these young men and women are going to be important in the second coming and in the millennium that follows. Several of them have been told they'll be leaders during that time, and whether that means while they're still on the earth or they come back and do it, I don't know. It's your blessing.
Yeah.
It's your right to receive the revelation about your blessing.
Because he doesn't know probably the vast majority of the people that he
Yeah.
knows some, obviously.
He knows
but-
some from the ward, but
Yeah.
doesn't know them personally, and he intentionally keeps it that way.
Okay.
He doesn't want what he knows about him to influence blessing at all. But before that, he likes to have his mind just blank of who they are and what they like to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So that the Lord can tell them.
Our fault?
It's
Yes,
not our
it's
fault.
that we are the way to get there.
We become the thoroughfare. I just want them to build a bridge over us and encourage more little shops and more just have that downtown feeling and that feeling of community. And this is Lehi. I'm just an ordinary person, but that's what the world's made up of. The world wouldn't go around without those of us that just work in the trenches and raise our families and try to do good. I've questioned the Lord. I've done the raise my fist and said, why? I wanted this. Why didn't? And then to my embarrassment, what has turned out has been much better. Just be calm and trust the Lord. He is there, and he's there for you.